Make themselves present on our FOX54 radar heading into this 11 o'clock hour. It's really just scattered to isolated in nature. We're not talking about widespread rainfall right now. I'm not thinking that's going to be the case either heading into the rest of today and tonight. So we're just going to continue to deal with a little light rainfall, maybe moderate to potentially even heavy rainfall at some times. Might even hear a few rumbles of thunder. We're not expected to see severe weather today. It's probably just going to be rain and a few thunderstorms. It's all because of this low pressure that we've been watching the past couple of days because the National Hurricane Center, they did highlight an area within the Gulf that had the potential for tropical development. It didn't become a named tropical storm, but rather than a tropical wave is probably more like it, what we would call it. It wasn't a named storm by any means, but it still had tropical characteristics. That's why we're seeing the rain start to filter into the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures all across the southeast are warm right now. 90 already in Little Rock. Haven't even made it to noon yet. Mid 80s here in Huntsville. Upper 80s in Birmingham. 88 right now is the temperature in Florence. Mid 80s in Russellville. Sitting at 84 in Coleman, 84 in Pulaski, Scottsboro sitting at 84 in Fort Payne, currently sitting at 79 degrees. Now, heat index values, they're still going to be high today, but they're definitely not going to be as noticeable as they have been the past couple of days. We've been seeing heat index values between 105 and 109 the past few days. That's what's prompted the heat advisory that was previously issued that has since expired, and we're not expecting to see one today because, like I mentioned earlier, heat advisory criteria is when you have a heat index that's between 105 and 109. That's not going to be the case today, even though some of us still going to reach the lower 100s. Now, if you're not sitting in the 90s yet, you will be by this afternoon. High temperatures once again forecasted to be in the low 90s, and we'll see those rain chances increase heading into the 3 o'clock and the 6 o'clock hours. So definitely want to have that umbrella handy because we're going to keep showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for a good majority of this afternoon and tonight. So here's about 4 o'clock. Still going to be dealing with scattered. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm not expecting this to be widespread in nature. It's really just going to be isolated to scattered at times. And I mentioned we could see a little bit of moderate to heavy rainfall. Now, heading into late tonight, early Saturday morning, we're going to start to dry out a little bit. Still going to be under those clouds, though, and we'll see another chance for rain heading into Saturday afternoon. Now, the heat index values, not heat advisory criteria, but we're still going to be dealing with some heat impacts across the area. So a little bit of major heat impacts in some locations, but majority of us still going to be staying in that moderate category. Heat index values are expected to rise heading into the next 5 days. Notice potentially 113 heading into next Tuesday. That's because we have got an area of high pressure that's going to build over the Tennessee Valley. It's really just going to be like what we sometimes call it a dome of heat, and that's going to really increase those heat index values heading into early next week, as well as our air temperatures. So for tonight, mid 70s, a little bit of rain going to be in the forecast, not going to be a widespread issue. Otherwise, we'll just continue to sit under clouds. For tomorrow, we'll see a few peaks of sunshine out there, low 90s, and scattered showers and storms going to be in the forecast for tomorrow as well. That will carry over into Sunday and Monday of next week. It's about a 50% chance for both days. And then rain chances will start to taper off because I mentioned we've got that area of high pressure that's going to build in. An area of high pressure typically keeps us on the drier and warmer side, and that's going to be the case heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. And then by this time next week, we're looking at only about a 20% chance of rain. So your 7-day forecast, it's a warm one, low 90s for today, low 90s for the weekend, 50% chance for rain and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday, mainly in the afternoons. And then looking beyond the weekend, notice those temperatures really going to start to increase heading into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Looks like upper 90s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. A little bit of rainfall and a few thunderstorms going to be in the forecast. We'll continue to watch this trending heading into next week with those high heat index values. As a we could potentially be dealing with another heat advisory heading into early next week.